started this series with the musical alphabet, then we learned about clefs, rhythm, time signatures, pitches, accidentals including sharps, flats, and natural signs, and key signatures, and that's really all you need to get you started. So this is just kind of loose ends. We have lots of other markings in music, but a lot of them are specific to one particular instrument. A lot of them are just words. We have a lot of words in Italian in music, and you can look those up online, or they do make dictionaries like this. For example, if you see the word Allegro in your music, you can Google it or look it up in the dictionary and you'll see Allegro. It's Italian and it means a fast, lively tempo. Today, we're going to wrap up this series by just talking about some of the musical markings that are a little harder to look up if you don't already know their name. So this is just a piece of piano music. It is a sonatina by Clementi. A sonatina usually comes in about 3 movements, and the names of the movements are basically just the tempo markings. So this one's Allegretto, the second movement's also Allegretto, and the third movement's Allegro. Just really unclever naming overall. And if you want to know what those mean, they are very easy to look up, and I have the definitions for a few of the common ones in the description. And a lot of this we already know. We have treble and bass clef. We have an F sharp in our key signature. We're in 3/8 time. We have 8th notes, 16th notes. We're familiar with the really important stuff here. Now you'll notice under these 8th notes are some dots. Dots above or below a note are staccato markings, and they mean to play the note short. This big line over the notes is not a tie. A tie connects notes that are the same pitch, but this is connecting many notes of many different pitches. It is a legato marking or a slur, and it means to play the note smoothly. So slur and staccato are basically the opposite. You'll see some other Italian words here. This says dolce, and this says legato. Dolce means sweet. Legato means the same thing as this line. They just didn't feel like writing it anymore. It saves ink. And if you encounter other words that you don't know, you can just look them up. These 2 lines here, it's like a very skinny triangle almost. These are either crescendo or decrescendo markings. As the space between the lines gets bigger, like it is right here, it means to crescendo, which means to get louder. So this note's quiet, this note's a little louder, and this note's the loudest, and then we get quieter again. This is a decrescendo marking. So this note's loud, this one's less, 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 and then we're quiet by the time we get here. Now, how do we know what volume to start from? Well, oftentimes at the beginning of a piece, we'll have a marking that looks like this. This is just a P. It means piano, which means soft. If you see an F, which we have right here, that means forte, and it means loud. So we don't actually have one here, but usually at the start of a piece of music, we have something that says piano, maybe. And then when we get to this crescendo, we're crescendoing from piano. Piano is really quiet, so this note actually won't be too loud, but it'll definitely be louder than piano. There's a whole range of dynamics. The softest is triple piano, then double piano, and then mezzo piano, which means middle piano. So it's quiet, but not too quiet. And then mezzo forte, which is middle forte or medium forte. That's loud, but not too loud. And then forte, double forte, and triple forte. Triple forte is the loudest you can play, and triple piano is the quietest you can play. And they're all kind of relative. It's important to listen to a lot of music, so that way you can get a better sense of how loud or soft it's appropriate to play. We have another marking here, FZ. It means sforzando, which is a sudden accent. So this note's suddenly loud, but the rest are our regular volume. There are some other notes here, like these smaller notes, and TR, which is short for trill. These are called ornaments. They just decorate the melody and make it sound a little fancier. If you encounter these in your music, try to listen to a recording of the piece you're learning and see how the performer plays these. At the bottom here, we have these odd semicircle markings over these rests. A semicircle with a dot in the middle is called a fermata. When it's over a note, it means to hold out that note for longer than you usually would. When it's over a rest, it means to pause for longer than you usually would. The last one that I wanted to talk about are these things that look like mini decrescendos. They go either over or under one particular note. Those are called accents, and they mean to give the note a little nudge, a little extra power. Those are all of the basics. If you've watched all of the previous videos, I'm confident that you can go to a music store, pick up a beginning book for your instrument, and start learning some pieces. For this video, there's lots of information in the description. I'm always open to comments and questions, and I hope you have fun learning some music. Thanks for watching.